Again, number of cameras are off, remember. Please turn on your cameras. Okay, welcome back to social science class, session number 2. And this class is for political science, as we know. Okay, so turn on, please open your textbook. I always used to say turn on your textbook. Okay, please open your textbook. Okay, fast. Godwin, do you have one with you? I'm asking about the textbook.
Yes, sir.
Yes, take it. It's a brand new one, right? Huh? It's like a brand new car, the brand new textbook with a fresh smell. Please open it. Huh? Separate the adjacent pages. Okay, so here we are. Gender, religion, and caste, right? We already completed the discussion on the term gender, the gender discrimination. We discussed about that. And the feminist movements and how feminist movements are able to reduce the gender discrimination in the society. Okay. And the constitutional changes and institutional changes that made by the government to accommodate more women in the public sphere. Clear? Okay. Role of women in politics that's improved through various rules and regulations that made by the government and mentioned in the Indian constitution too. Clear? So do you have any doubt related with the gender problem? Gender division in the society, gender discrimination, feminism, feminist movements, role of women in politics? Any doubts? Please check your textbook. In the notes also. Any doubts, Mr. You can ask me now. I will clarify that. Then we will go to the next topic. Religion and communalism. Please check that. Okay, so we already started the discussion. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I asked that what are the gender?
What are the?
What is the gender and politics? In your WhatsApp, I sent.
You send a question, right? The difference between gender and politics. Okay, role of gender in politics. Clear? So gender problem is a universal one, right? In almost all the countries that problem existing. Yes or no? Yes or no? The same time, it is a responsibility of the government to create opportunities for women. Clear? Yes or no? They also have the right to vote, right? If one government is failed to solve the problem of women, what will happen? The next election, they may not give their vote for them, that particular political party. So it's a issue in politics, right? The political parties, they want votes. Clear? So they will create or they will try to create the best or good opportunities for women there, right? Yes or no? So basically the relationship with the politics is nothing but they are using all the social groups as vote banks. Clear? Gender as a vote bank, different religion as vote banks, different castes as vote bank. They're clear, Rohan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is a responsibility of the government to create good opportunities for both men and women. Lana, don't hit him. Lana, the small kid, right? Okay, he punched him, right, Lana? So careful. Okay, they are small kids, they might come. Okay, so tell them, do not. Okay, restricted area. Okay, so don't kick them, don't punch them. They will remember all these things and they'll give back. Okay, mind it. Okay, so listen carefully. So I hope Mr. Rohan Raj is got that answer. Okay, so moving forward, a textbook. So gender, religion, and caste. 1 minute. Yeah, fine. Here you can see that communalism, right? So we discussed about the gender discrimination and started communalism. Okay, so you can see the page number 47. Right side, last paragraph. Communal politics. Politics that based on religion. Okay. So communal politics based on the idea that religion is the principal basis of social community. Clear? Okay. So they have a belief. What is that belief? Religion is the base of the society. Okay. So communalism involves thinking along the following lines. The followers of a particular religion must belong to one community. Underline that. Okay, that is nothing but They are thinking that the followers of a particular religion, they belong to a single community. Are you able to agree? Can you agree that? Huh? The followers of one religion, they are living in a single community. Can you agree? Can you agree? Not at all. Okay, so we will discuss that. It also follows that people who follow different religion cannot belong to the same social community. Another concept, what is that? The people, those who follow different religion cannot live together in a single community. Is that correct? No. Next one. If the followers of different religion have some commonalities, these are superficial and immaterial. Their interests are bound to be different and involve a conflict. In its extreme form, communalism leads to a belief that people belonging to different religions cannot live as equal citizens within one nation. Either one of them has to dominate the rest, or they have to form different nations. So the people, those who believing in communalism, okay, their idea, it is, or it will not digest to the common people. Okay, the first statement says that, what is that? In a community, we are able to find only one religion, it seems. It is not possible, right? And it is not correct too. The next statement says that the people, they belong to the different religion cannot live in a single community. Another statement that also not true, right? Yes or no? Related to the Indian context, because India is a secular country. Clear or not? Okay. Either clear or not? What are the statements? The first statement says that, what is that? In a community, we are able to find only one religion. Second statement says that it is impossible to live together in a single community for the people, those who believe in different religions. Okay, so here you can see the third statement. Okay, what is that? In its extreme form of communalism, what do you mean by that? Extreme form of communalism, the group of people, they blindly believe in their own religion and they strongly against the other religions. Clear or not? Strongly against the other religions or different religions, other different religions. You can see in this extreme form of communalism leads to the belief that the people belong to the different religion cannot live as equal citizens within one nation. Underline that. So the extreme level of communalism says that people, those who believe in different religion, okay, they cannot lead a good life with equality in one country. Clear or not? Okay, so majority religion will get some benefits from the government and the minorities might discard it. Okay, or they will feel they are alienated. Okay, so the first lesson we studied that. The government took measures to support Buddhism and the language Sinhala and avoided the Tamil speaking people, Hindus and Muslims. Okay, so that created a problem in that country. We already studied it. Here you can see either one of them has to dominate the rest. Okay, what will happen there? One region will dominate over the other regions, or the country want to divide. They have to form different nations. Okay, so already we witnessed that. We observed that the time of independence in India. Clear? The Muslims in India, they felt alienated. They felt that the Hindus are trying to dominate over them. So what happened? Finally, India divided into two, India and Pakistan. So it's a form of communal thinking, okay, communalism. As a result of that, the country divided. Okay, so you can see this belief is fundamentally flawed. There is no existence for this belief. People of one religion do not have the same interest and aspirations in every context. Clear? People, those who believe in a single religion, their ideas and concepts might vary, or it is different. It is different. In the case of Hinduism, we observe, so we know that within Hinduism there are different viewpoints are there, different faiths are there, different what we can say beliefs are there. Even in the Islamism also, different sects are there. Okay, groups are there. Even in Christianity, okay, their beliefs are different. Their worship methods are different. Clear? Yes or no? So we are able to divide. We are able to divide. So we cannot say that the people, those who believe in one single religion, in all aspects they are the same. Clear? Okay. For example, we can say in the case of sports there. Okay. So one religion, take one religion. Whether it's Christianity or Islamism or Hinduism. Okay. Some people like Argentina, right? Some people like Argentina. Some people like Brazil. The Fisan like Argentina, I think so. They're correct, Fisan. Argentina fan you are? Are you? Huh? Yes. Messi. Messi fan. Number 10? No. Number 11. Number 9. Number 7. Okay, let it be whatever it is. So, some people they like Argentina, some people like the Brazil, some people like cricket, some people like football, right? So, differences are there. Clear? So, we cannot say that all people are equal. Even if the same religion, different activities will be there, different attitudes will be there, different understanding will be there. Okay, so please keep that idea in your mind. Okay, so the statement that what we discussed in the last paragraph, it is not correct. Okay, that statement was not correct. Okay, here you can see everyone has several other roles in society, positions and identities. Each and every individual have their own role in the society. Okay, their own identities are there, their own positions are there. Okay, it is different. Clear? There are many voices inside every community. Many voices inside every community means different opinions are there in every community. Clear? So we are human beings. Clear? Related with one opinion or related with one idea, we are able to listen number of criticisms, right? It is not like that, it is like this. For example, if you are trying to fetch mangoes from a mango tree, anyway, we will not fetch mangoes from coconut tree, right? Is that correct or not? From one tree, mango tree, okay. So different opinions will be there, right? Pluck like that, fetch like this, okay, throw the stone in that side, throw the stone from this side, right? Yes or no? Number of opinions will be there. So that's it. The society is like that. So related with one issue, we are able to listen, we are able to hear different kinds of within a society or within a community, we are able to listen, or from that community we are able to listen different voices or different opinions. That's what. Okay, Fizan is almost slept, I think. Fizan, come back. You are alive, right? Come back, come back. There are many voices inside every community. All these voices have a right to be heard. Okay? Therefore, any attempt to bring all followers of one religion together in context other than religion is bound to suppress many voices within the community. Clear? So it is difficult to take all the people to believe any one particular opinion. So people, they have different opinions, right? Redmi entered the waiting room. Okay, who is the Redmi? In this class, any Redmi is there? Anyway, I will ask who is that Redmi. Okay, Mr. or Mr. Redmi. Where is he? So I request to you people to keep your own names, right? Okay. So to avoid infiltration, that's what I told you, to keep your own names properly along with your class. Okay, fine. So just do that. Okay, all of you please turn on your camera. Let me take the attendance, 1 minute. Okay, so that's what. Okay, so we are unable to, or any religion, that particular religion cannot take the people under its custody, because there are different opinions we are able to find. So communalism can take various forms in politics. Now we are going to study about the relationship of communalism and politics. Communalism and politics. First point, the most common expression of communalism is in everyday belief. These routinely involve religious prejudices, stereotypes of religious communities, and beliefs in the superiority of one's religion over other religions. This is so common that we often fail to notice it even when we believe in it. Clear? So, prejudiced and biased mentality. What do you mean prejudiced and biased mentality? Exactly, we don't know what type of religion is the other religion. Okay, we don't know about that. Okay, what type of faith they are following, what type of worship methods are there for that people, we don't know. But blindly we are believing that that particular religion is wrong and it is not good, and that religion and the people those who believe in that religion is against us. That kind of idea or that kind of prejudice mentality is not good. That's what here used the word. What is that? Okay, prejudices as stereotype thinking. Stereotype thinking means we don't know what is that, but we are creating a story and we are believing that. Actually, we don't know what is that. Clear or not? Okay, prejudices and the stereotype of religious communities and the belief in the superiority of one's religion over other religion, and thinking that my religion is the best one and it is above all other religions. All other religions. That concept also not good. Not a good. Okay. This class is not a theology class, okay, but political science. We are discussing about the relationship between politics and communalism, religions. Okay, a communal mind often leads to a quest for political dominance of one's own religious community. Okay, the people those who believing in communalism. Okay, clear? The people those who believing in communal prejudices means what? They're thinking that their religion is the best one. So they also want power. Okay. Always they're trying to participate in elections or trying to create power or become a part of power. Okay, so to hold power in the government, like the hold power in the government. For those belonging to the majority community, this take the form of majoritarian dominance. Underline that. So the majority religion is thinking that their religion is the best one. Okay, they will try to what you can say, hold power in the government and try to dominate over the other religions. Okay, the majority religion will try to dominate over the minorities. What do you mean domination? Dominate over, what is that? Trying to control. Okay, clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Or making them under their custody. Clear? Or humiliating them. Clear? Alienating them. That's called to be religious domination or majority domination. Okay. So trying to make someone under their control. Okay. So a communal mind often leads to a quest for political dominance for one's own religious community. For those belonging to the majority community, this takes the form of majoritarian dominance. Clear or not? They will try to dominate over the minorities. For those belonging to the minority community, it can take the form of a desire to form a separate political unit. So the people, those who belong to the or belong in the minorities, okay, if the majority is trying to dominate over them, they feel that they are alienated. Clear? So they will try to create a separate political unit or separate country or separate nation. Understanding or not? If these ideas are clear or not? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So not that easy to understand these things there, right? So Alna is still eating only Alna. Alna.
Yes,
She's
sir.
not stopped it. Okay, fine. Let it be. So listen carefully. So what we discussed? Communal politics. Communal politics. Okay. So one group or one particular religion thinking that our religion is the best religion. Okay, it is the good religion in the world. All other religions are bad. Okay, and they are more in number. Not only that, okay, they are thinking their religion is the superior one. The same time, their number is more in that particular country. Their number is more in, or they are the majority religion. Clear? Then what will happen? They will try to control the government. That majority religion will try to control the government. They will try to hold power in the government. Okay, they not only they want dominance over the minorities, the same time they have to rule the country. Clear? So political power also they want. In such situation, what will happen? This majority religion tried to control over the or try to control the minorities. Clear? They will try to dominate over. Okay, clear or not? Understand? So the majority will try to dominate over the minority. That time the minorities, they will believe or they will think that this is not good. Okay, we want to move away from here. We want to create a separate political unit, a separate country or separate state or a separate area we want. They will think like that. Clear? It's a problem. So, if any religion or any religious leader or any political party thinking or they're thinking in the thinking that related with the communalism, it will create lots of problem in a country. Lots of problem in a country. So we already studied that what happened in Sri Lanka, right? That is an example. That's an example for this communalism. Clear? Or communal violences. But they're not only religion, language also a reason. Okay. Now we can see a word here, family laws. Family laws. So we discussed that related with feminism. Okay. So all the feminist leaders says that all the religion, they are basically giving importance for men, not for women, right? So already noted that. Next point, political mobilization on religious lines is another frequent form of communalism. Political mobilization. Okay. So form political party on the basis of religion. Clear? Is that good? What is your answer? Form political parties on the basis of religion, is that good or not?
That's against the code of conduct.
No.
Thierry?
That's against the code of conduct.
Definitely, it is not good. Just, but each and every individual has the right to create any political party in the country, right? We have the right. We can start any organization, basically political organization also. But okay, correct. It is not that good, right? Yes or no? But in India, there are a number of political parties are there that formed on the basis of religion. Okay, major parties are there. Okay, let it be. So you want to find out that. This involves the use of sacred symbols, religious leaders. So that political parties will use sacred symbols that related with that particular political party, sacred symbols. Okay, to attract the people to that towards that particular party from that particular religion. Okay, so different symbols they will use. Religious leaders. Okay, and they will use religious leaders. And they will appoint religious leaders as the head of the party, that particular party, to attract the people toward that party. Emotional appeal. Okay, emotional appeal means what? You have to believe in this party because you belong to that particular religion. So it is compulsory. Almost all the religious leaders, they are supporting our party. So you also want to support this party. Emotional blackmailing, right? Clear? So some political parties will do that. Next one, plain fear in order to bring the followers of one religion together the political arena. Okay. So if you are doing something against this party or you are believing in one or some other party, it is against our religion. So you have to follow or you have to join in this party. So it's a what we can say emotional blackmailing. Okay, clear? So any political party that formed on the basis of religion, it is not good. That's what. In electoral politics, this often involves special appeal to the interest of emotions of voters of one religion in preference to others. In Kerala context, we have to discuss that at the time of, okay, we had about the case of Lord Ayyappa, right? Right or not? Right or not? Number of political parties involved in that incident, right? Right or not? And some political parties are even used that situation or that special case to gain vote from the people. The entire Kerala society that divided into two, believers and non-believers. Clear or not? Okay, you observed that news. Observed or not? Read or not? Okay. So that is an example for the role of communalism in politics. Religious thinking in politics is not good at all. Okay. It's not preferable. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. So next point, sometimes communalism takes its most ugly form of communal violence. What do you mean communal violence? What is communal violence? An idea? I told number of times what is this communal violences? What is that? Conflict between the religions. Clear? Conflict between religions. Bloodshed. Okay. Mass killing of people. Mass killing of people. Clear? We heard about all those things there, right? In India, India is a country. We know that there are a number of religions are. Okay. So, in the northeastern states, even in Gujarat, even in our state, Kerala, also we witnessed, okay, number of this kind of communal violences. Basically, Hindu-Muslim conflicts, clear? Or Christian-Hindu conflicts in the northern states, clear? Okay, hope these things are clear for you people. Okay, number of such violences that happened in our country already. Okay, so it is the ugliest form. Okay, very ugly, not good. It's evil. This kind of communal violences, riots and massacre. I already told riots, bloodshed. Okay, bloodshed conflicts, massacre. Remember massacre, mass killing of people, mass killing of people. That's what massacre. Heard about Jallianwala Bagh massacre, right? Yes or no? Yes. India and Pakistan suffered some of the worst communal riots at the time of partition. We know that. Okay, related with our independence, 1947, August 14 and 15. Okay, the countries divided into two. Okay, I mean, the India divided into two and created two countries. One is Pakistan, other is India. The post-independence period has also seen large-scale communal violences. So after independence also, there were a number of newses related with this communal violences. Clear? So it is not good. Communal violences, it is not good. Okay? So it is the ugly form of communalism or communal rights. Communal rights. Okay? So these are some points that related with communalism and role of communalism in politics. The political parties blindly using religion to attract people to form government. It is not good. Okay, it will create a number of problems in the society. Clear? The minorities will feel they are alienated. They are alienated and they will try to create a new nation. Clear? Understand? Okay, next one, the ugly form of communalism. What is that? Communal rights. Communal rights. That also not good. Okay, so you have to learn all these things properly. You can see here communalism, communalism. So today's homework, read and analyze, understand the topic communalism. Okay, write down, read, understand and analyze the term communalism. Okay, they clear for you?
Yes, sir.
So what about others? The concept is clear or not? Is this concept is clear or not? Communalism. It's called to be or something related with the religion, right? Something related with the religion. Okay. So next concept or concept, here it is. Secular state. Secular state. Or secularism. Can anyone tell me what is secularism? What is secularism? What is secularism? Secular. India is a secular state. America is a secular state.
Government doesn't give any special.
No.
Okay.
Special? Not clear?
All religions are equal for the government.
Ah, that's a good idea. Fine. That's what. All religions are equal and there is no special privileges for any religion. All religions are equal. Clear or not? The two contexts are there. In America, there is no religion for the state. There is no religion for the government. Clear? In India, we are giving respect to all the religions. All religions are equal. All the religions are equal and there is no special privileges for any particular religion. That's what Indian context. Indian secularism. So India is a secular state. In India, we are free to believe in any religion and we are free to not to believe in any religion. Okay. If you want, you can believe. If you don't want, no need. That's what the concept. Indian secularism. Okay. The person, those who not believe in any particular religion is termed as? The person, those who not believe in any particular religion is termed as? Do you know? Is an atheist. What is that? Atheist. Clear? Not a believer of any particular religion. Right? Okay. But in India, we know that there are numerous religions are there, subdivisions are there. Okay. Can anyone give some example for the four religions in India? Revu, tell me. How many religions are there? Many are there. Give me some examples, please. So India, we welcomed almost all the religious people to our country, and we allowed them to live in this country, right or not? There is no restriction, or there was no restriction. Okay, from time immemorial, we can say that, time immemorial, numerous people from different countries with a different religious faith and belief, they reached India. Okay, and we, Indians, they give permission for that people to preach their religion in India. Okay, I mean, teach the religious principles in India and start their own religious institutions in India. Okay, so there are a number of religions are there in India basically. So you can say that Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Jewish, Jew. Who say Jew? Jew. J-U-W, Jew. Jews. Shehari, unmute and speak.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Told something, right? No?
I didn't,
Okay,
I
yes.
didn't hear it.
Basically the people from Israel, Jewish. They believe in the
Jews.
Judaism, right? Okay. So number of people, or number of different religions are there in our country. So you will continue the next class. So your activity today, read about what communalism properly, and the next class topic will start from secular state. Clear? Learn that. Okay, read it properly and understand the topic. Any doubt, ask me. Okay. So okay, guys, fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.